Jeez.
Oh, yeah, we needed to come up with a way to start this segment, didn't we?
It's all right. It's been a while since we've done one of these.
It's been a while since you've been in here, mate.
Well,
it's good to get you back from the other side.
You keep saying I haven't done any AFL.
Feels, man. I'm just jealous, mate.
It was State of Origin last week. It was Magic Round the week before. I've been rugby league.
Content is king.
I've always been rugby league.
Well, you just mentioned State of Origin then. That's a pretty nice little segue for us.
It is a good little segue, and I'm wearing blue at the moment, but
well chosen.
that is
it's a coincidence,
completely accidental.
Yeah, right.
I hate your guts. Yeah. Why are Queensland going to upset you on Thursday night at $2.85?
I was about to say, yeah, what's the value? I think New South Wales, what would that make them, about $1.30?
$1.42.
$1.40 favourites. Yeah.
Price subject to change.
I think the markets are right. I'm a biased New South Welshman, but I'll try and give this one a non-biased opinion. I just think everything that the Blues did well in Game 1 up in Suncorp a couple of weeks ago, they profile well to do the same thing again. They've got super productive outside backs, a lot of names that casual fans of the women's game will be familiar with. Jess Surgis, Isabel Kelly, Jamie Chapman. Got a lot of girls who are really strong working out of yardage. And then in the forward pack as well, Clydesdale, Koenig, Ellie Johnston, Samai Mataufa, Kennedy Cherrington. All these girls are mobile, they're dynamic, they can work for long minutes, and they just helped New South Wales travel downfield really cleanly. And then when they got there, Jessie Southwell is kind of like the big highlight real name at the moment. It's been Tamika Upton for a long time. Jessie's kind of the new kid on the block. She did nothing flashy in that game, and it was the best game I've seen her play in her first grade career. She kicked well, she defended well, and she took the right options on that left edge. It ended up with Jamie Frassard on the left wing, scoring a couple of tries on debut, and Isabel Kelly as well. There's no reason why they can't do the same again here. I think Queensland have picked Chelsea Lenarduzzi on the bench. There's a big body. They're trying to combat that yardage kind of difference. But, the challenge for Queensland is to put Taryn Aiken and Tamika Upton, arguably the two best players in the women's game, playmakers, if it's not Jessie. Those two can win it. But, yeah, will they get enough looks? Personally, I don't think so.
You bragged to me off air just earlier about picking 6 try scorers in the first game.
I said that off air for a reason, but yeah, we found a couple.
And now it's on air. You found 3 from the Blues and 3 from the Maroons. Mm-hmm. I'm going to trust you blindly here. Have you got a few more that you can give me and the punters? Yeah,
well, I think the way that New South Wales used the ball in attack, Jess Surgis and Isabel Kelly, both centres on either side of the field, are really nice try-scoring options. They're both powerful runners, and New South Wales put them in running positions a lot rather than like sweeping fullback with a block shape and then kind of a tip action. It was more just let's give them early ball and see how they go. So yeah, I don't mind that for the Blues. And for Queensland, the best look they had in Game 1 was Taryn Aiken coming over to the left edge and then putting Tamika Upton one-on-one with the New South Wales 3-man, which was Tiana Penatani. She got Tamika twice, once by the hair and once by the jumper. Very, very close to being a Queensland clean line break. So for that reason, yeah, Upton and Aiken would be my picks for the Queensland Maroons.
Very nice. Yep. So that's Thursday night. We'll jump across to Friday.
Yep.
I don't think there's many massive blockbuster games this weekend, but the Dogs and the Roosters stood out to me, even if it's a bit one-sided in the market. Bulldogs $1.38 to the Roosters $3.10.
Yeah, it could be closer.
What's calling out to you in this one?
Well, we saw the Bulldogs produce one of the best comebacks of the year last week.
Yeah, well, I turned it off.
A lot of people did.
Yeah.
A lot of people did. They're top of the table on the back of their defence, but what Toby Sexton, what Bailey Hayward did through the middle of the field, particularly in the second half, got the best out of Iliami Kickout and Stephen Crichton. That's what I think the Bulldogs are doing well at the moment, is they're putting their best attacking players in good positions. Karaz is another good example. His numbers were through the roof last week. So, yeah, I like what Canterbury are doing with their attack, but I also really like what Victor Radley's doing to East's attack. We sat here and glazed him up a couple of weeks ago, his ability to straighten the attack and create space on the edges. And Tedesco continues to put up a case for an Origin recall. So, yeah, this is going to be a close one. We got a little bit of value in terms of the markets separated these two teams a bit head-to-head. I think it's a good opportunity for my beloved either team by 12.5 or less tip.
Splinters?
Splinters. Yeah, we'll call it the Splinters bet. I think East can keep it close.
So Roosters plus 8.5 is obviously
Yeah, I don't mind that as well. Yeah, if you're a Chooks fan there, I think there's a chance that there's value in Easts to keep this one close. Yeah.
Very, very nice. We're going to jump across to Saturday afternoon up in North Queensland. The wet ball Cows taking on Manly. How are they going to cheat in this one?
All eyes will be on the trainers for both teams at Queensland Country Bank Stadium this week. It's another good game to preview. Dogs and Easts, I think it's going to be a really defensive grind. This one, it's about attack. I think the big problem with the Cowboys and with Manly this year is their middles are just getting completely picked apart once fatigue sets in. We saw Penrith roll straight through the ruck multiple times last week, as did Cronulla against Manly. So two packs that aren't, I guess, profiling as super resilient, but two back lines that can move the ball from anywhere on the field and can make it sing. It's Turbo. Probably not at his best last week for Manly, but if he can get out in the second and third layer with a bit of ruck speed, I think he's likely. And then for the Cows, it's pretty hard to deny Drinkwater, Dearden and Jackson Purdue what they're doing on the left edge.
I feel like Manly just gave up last week against the Sharks. Like, they were in it for so long.
Yeah, they did well to claw back into it and then went away again. Yeah, I think we should get a bit of good price for Turbo to score any time here. Because I don't think he's crossed for a while. And then, for the Cowboys, Jackson Purdue or Tom Dearden for me.
So, all right, everyone's gassing up Purdue. I haven't paid close enough attention to him this year. What makes him so special?
I think it's so impressive how well he's transitioned into the centre position, which for me is one of the most technical and difficult positions to defend. If you've got a poor defensive centre, that dude's going to be getting a lot of attention every week because opposing teams are going at him.
Yeah. Opposing
teams aren't going at Jackson.
Yep.
So that or straight away tells you whatever he's doing in an unfamiliar position from what I know, he was a half or a fullback coming through. So
I think he's on the QRL website as a halfback.
There you go. So I think what he's doing off the ball defensively in an unfamiliar position, very impressive. And then just the way that we've watched over 10 weeks, the Cowboys attack has completely adjusted. He's their go-to guy now. Tom Dearden and Drinkwater will orchestrate things through the middle third. God, that was a tongue twister. And then they're playing a Purdue. He's so quick, so you can give him early ball and just let him go. They're dropping him back underneath and getting him at tired forwards. He's a good kick target because he can get him behind the line so quickly. He's got nice hands. I think he's tipped over Murray a few times. So, very promising signs for Purdue. I think the media was hammering Todd Payton after NRL round 10 asking him if he should play Origin.
He's not ready.
It's pretty soon, but I think he'll be in camp. So,
a little bit.
It's good signs for you.
I'm going to put you on the spot here. One last one on Sunday. We've got the Brisbane Lions versus the Melbourne Demons. I'm joking. Let's put together a little multi across. Let's go the three games that we've talked about. Covered. That is not the Brisbane Lions.
No, thank God.
So State of Origin.
Yeah, give me Isabel Kelly, anytime try scorer for New South Wales.
Yep, $2.40
in Dogs v Easts.
Yep.
Give me either team by 12.5 or less. Give me the splinters in the bum.
Splinters in the bum, sitting on the fence.
And then in Cows v Manly,
yes,
give me Tommy Turbo anytime, please.
I love it.
Let's go.
You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website